Life Trading Pre-Market Day Trading Show. You're listening to the Real Life Trading Pre-Market Day Trading Show.
Good morning. Good morning. How is it going, everybody? This is Johnny Warko, and you are in the Real Life Trading Beginner Room Pre-Market Show. What is happening, boys and girls? Happy March 4th to everybody. Hope everybody's excited. It's Aloha Friday here in Aiea, Hawaii, and I'm ready to rock. Johnny Merck, what are you doing up so early, man? You are first to the punch, my man. Even Sylvan, how's it going, gentlemen? Douglas, hope you're having a fine day. I should be good to go. Tell me if you can see my chart and tell me if you can hear me fine. Throw me a 1. All good, all good. Thank you, Douglas. Maggie, good morning. How you doing? Sylvan, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Gregory Hill, my man, my main man, he's here live, 4:01 Hawaii time. How you doing, buddy? Well, we got jobs reports. We got a war going on. We got Aloha Friday happening. And I'm ready to go skiing. That's about it. You can see on the SPY, had some bad news, I guess. Everybody kind of started freaking out about things happening over there in Ukraine overnight. Kind of stabilized during the late night, morning time. You can see we're just hanging out there about the 431-ish area, kind of stabilized there. This big old wick, let me see, about a half an hour ago. Yeah, this, I guess I thought it was this one, but this is the wick on the pretty decent jobs reports. So jobs reports, we're doing pretty good unemployment wise. We are, yeah. Unemployment falls to 3.8. That's good news. But nothing really, just a little pop, and then just kind of hanging out here on the SPY. You can see the futures, the E-mini futures, just kind of hanging out in this channel right now, figuring out which way we're going to go. Hey, by the way, welcome to all our YouTubers out there. This is, like I said, the Real Life Trading Pre-Market Show in the beginner's room. We go over our pre-market stocks every morning for about a half an hour before the market opens, and then we hit it. We get it on together. We're going to have you guys here for about a half an hour, and then yeah, want you guys to come check us out at reallifetrading.com. Got all kinds of free stuff there for you. Free courses, free information, learn how to trade the stocks, learn the RLT way, the right way. So go check it out. In the meantime, let's go check out the markets and see if we can get kind of a pulse of what's going on. My name is Johnny Warko, and I'm here in Aiea, Hawaii, live. It's 4 o'clock in the morning here. Hope all your roosters are up and cock-a-doodle doing. So anyway, we do have a retest gap, as you saw on the futures and pre-market. Got a little bit of a gap, retest gap, we call it. We had a bearish day yesterday, and now we are gapping down a little bit, kind of trying to hang out right here at this little bit support area. Scott Medley, I hope you're packing and you got your winter gear on, brother, because we're going to be shredding it here in about a week, bro. I think you're going earlier. You might be even in a couple of days. Let's do it, bro. If y'all are not doing nothing, you can come ski with me and Sky and Jeremy. We're going to be hitting the slopes and Whistler. Bring it on. Anyway, I like to talk a lot, so we'll look at the markets here and there in between. Skis waxed, hotels booked, and ready to shred. Right on, right on. All right, let's go make some money so we can spend some money on them slopes. Anyway, I track gaps. We still have this gap down here, this little weeny meeny gap. We're still in this descending channel. As you can see it, we're gapping down now, actually under the 10 and 20 on the daily. The weekly, you can see we're right there hanging out right on the 50. Got this kind of high wave-ish candle going on. So probably not going anywhere real far today. Let me get rid of one of these lines. I don't need both of them. There you go. All right. So we had a couple weeks ago, a nice hammer. And this week, we're just kind of hanging out there on the 50, kind of building that pressure in there. So should be an interesting, nice couple of weeks. Right here on the Qs, go back to the daily. We got kind of the same look, a little bit of a gap down. All these bulls thinking, okay, this big old day back a couple of weeks ago on the 25th, everybody piled in, might be coming down here to take all these bulls out. I think there's a bunch of buyers down here waiting. A bunch of buyers hopefully will get that punch out. How come my lines got hairy? So this was just, yeah, let me get rid of that. Because this was off of that line. We can do something like this. Got that little bit of a descending channel also, but we don't really have anything here to go by. Still in that descent, coming down a little bit, still in a little bit of a bearish market. All right. So what we do here in the beginner room, and we have two rooms, but this in our beginner room and the other room too, we follow these 6 stocks. If you got something else that we want to look at, let me know and we'll take a look at it. But we're going to trade these stocks, or I'm going to trade these stocks today. Y'all can trade whatever you want. You always do. All you professional traders out there, y'all are ripping it. Hey, Nvidia was inside day this morning. Now it's gapping down below that 200 on the daily. So we got this also on all these tech stocks. Just FYI, we got this little descending triangle. I tell everybody once these babies break out, which hopefully we were thinking it's going to break out in the bullish direction, we can take a nice little trade, usually somewhere around this length. This is what I can usually hope for once we break out. So depending on when we break out, we're obviously coming for those highs back at 345 on the old Nvidia. But right now we are still stuck inside this little triangle, and you can see we are definitely stuck. Anyway, today we got a little bit of a retest, bearish day going on. So a little bit on the bearish side just today, but we can make this green, meaning if it's outside the high or the low of yesterday, that means we can, we're all systems go. We're cleared hot. So let's go see what's going on the weekly. Albert Chen, how you doing, man? How's your week going there, brother? On the weekly, you can see we're down here at the bottom part of the week, gapping down here to about 232. Here's your week right here, kind of a high wave week, kind of hanging out, trying to decide what we're going to do off of that big old hammer there from last week. We do have this double bottom. So hopefully next week we're going to punch out of here and roll. You're good? All right. Just making sure you're good, my buddy. All right, so we're cleared hot on the Nvidia. You maxed up your R there this week. All right. Probably no DT today. What's DT? You got to explain all these acronyms to Johnny. No day trade today. Hello. Roger. That's what we're here for. You're just going to be hanging out, huh? All right. Keep them R's, bro. Keep them R's. Got money to spend for the weekend. Anyway, yeah, we're down below the 20 and the 10 and the 200. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So we're a little bit on the bearish side on Nvidia. Got a retest though, so we should see a little retest of that 200 pop up and then maybe roll over. Got to have some patience here first thing in the morning, as we always do. All right. What do we got on the Tesla? Oh, okay. So we're outside of yesterday's candle. Move my little green line. Those dark green lines are just the high and the low from previous day. Make sure I do my homework. I think for now, because Tesla just keeps going back and forth, kind of in and out of this cleared hot zone, I think we're going to just keep it not cleared right now. We'll come back to it once the market opens. AMD, yeah, looking a little bit on the short side. We got this little gap down. We could say that we are like, well, we got a little bit of support zone. That's why I have this red line there, support zone, but we're still kind of in that. Let's go over here and see what we got. Yeah, we're still in this triangular pattern, if you would, even though we're right here, had a little bit of support here. We've got a nice hammer back here that everybody got trapped on and just came on down, trapped everybody out. Agree with Sylvan, looking pretty weak. Sylvan, I got a put sale. I'm trying to get triggered in down at 92. Man, I would love 92. I think we'll be okay too. If we come on down here, you can get some good premium for some put sales down here. Yeah, I'd love to own some AMD down here about $90 or so. That would be great. So I'm thinking I might get triggered when we come on down here. I'm kind of hoping, not for anybody who's long on AMD, but for me, I'm kind of hoping we come down and then pop, get some premium. And I'm actually hoping I put my shares down at 92. That would be fabulous. You gonna jump on board with me, Sylvan? Anyway, we are down there below pretty much everything, looking kind of weak, like Sylvan says. We got that 50 right there. So we'll see what happens today, where we close. Thinking we may just pop down here and then come back and hang out on that 50, or we could, since it's a retest, we may jump up right up here, up onto that 50, throw a wick on that 50 and come on down the rest of the day. So we got a bunch of retest gaps, and retest gaps tell us that they just do that. If we have a bearish candle, next day something gaps down, it usually will come back and retest that gap area and then roll on over. Sylvan says, hoping for a bit of a retest to grab some bear call spreads, then maybe a put sale too as we go lower. Whew! You can tell Sylvan's not a beginner trader. He's got all them different strategies that he likes to throw on in there. That makes my head hurt, Sylvan. That makes me freak out. But that's, yeah, that sounds good. That's a good plan. All right, so AMD, That's just what I'm thinking. I got to keep an eyeball on the time. We got plenty of time. We got about 15 mics to go. That's minutes in military talk for y'all. You love your spreads. Right on. All right. So we're outside of that range. We're cleared hot on AMD. Let's go check out the blocks. The Robert on the blocks, the row blocks, something like that. All right. Looking pretty weak on the blocks. Continuing down. We're outside of that range from yesterday. You can see we've got 3 bearish candles in a row. Last week, of course, we had that punch up. All systems were looking hot. To me, it makes sense that we would potentially see a double bottom down here, even though we don't really have any kind of support. As y'all know, this is the all-time low on the blocks. Down there, about 44 right now. So, yeah. It'd be nice if we saw a little bit of a double bottom come in next week. That would be mighty cool. Got a bunch of bears jumping on here. Look at all that volume. Had some bulls jumping on, taking it up into a little bit of resistance, sell off, come back down where people bought before, and then rock and roll. Anyway, today got the same thing going on. Got a little bit of bearish retest gap. Also got that little bullish hammer from last week. But yeah, we'll keep an eyeball on that. Don't really need that right now. We'll catch up to that next week. The weekly 10 right here coming on down. All right, pretty weak on the blocks. Let me just throw a fib on here. I miss my wood chip. My wood chip is my Fibonacci guru. Haven't heard or seen wood chip in a while. But you can see on Fibonacci, if we get a nice retracement here, we get right up in there, right about resistance. I'll look at it in a second, Mr. Albert Chan. I'll be right there. But yeah, that would be nice. Punch back up to like the 102 area. That would be stupendous. That's what Mr. Fibonacci is telling us. All right. Albert, if I forget, let me get through these stocks and holler back at me if I forget. I'll try not to forget, but you know me, I get excited and I can forget stuff. Apple looking pretty good on Apple. Actually, we're still in that also descending triangle. We got this little bit of support going down here. Down here, we got plenty of things to hold us up. We got that 200 on the daily. So maybe a 1, a 2, and a 3 would be nice if we could get that out of Apple. A little Elliott wave punch up out of support down here. A 1, a 2, and a 3. That would be gorgeous. But we may be pulling back a little bit. Let's go check out the weekly here. We are underneath the 10, the 20, and the 50. For everybody, 10 is my red, 20 is my blue, 50 is my green. So, yeah. Looking a little bit like on the pullbackish side right now, which makes sense from a technical chart perspective. So we're still inside day from the week, but you can see we got this, get rid of this. Well, actually, that's right where the 200 on the, so we got the 200 and I'll put this over here like this. We got the 200 and the 20 on the weekly. So we're kind of hanging out there. Big old week last week, bouncing off of that 50. It's time to rock and roll, Apple. Pretty soon. And then last one is our Delta. Delta Airlines. We got looking a little bit on the weakish side. We do have some support going on down here right about 35-ish. So we got kind of a support zone about right where we are. So let me throw on a little bit of a support line right there. And then, yeah, somewhere down in here, we'll make that red. Looky, it is Luis. What is happening, Luis? How you doing, brother? It's always great when you're here with us. That makes that A+ team even stronger, bro. How's real estate going? Luis is our real life trading real estate guru, him and Hector. If you got any questions you want to learn about real estate flipping, especially, go hit Luis up. He's the man. I know, man. I got to figure, I've been a snow bunny, so I've been really, I'm going skiing next week, but got to bring the kids over there to Florida and check you out, man. Just got 2 flips over there in Clearwater area. Yeah, buddy. Good job, man. I like that area. I like the beach. Anyway, back to Delta. So we're gapping down. We've got a retest going on. I do have to mix in a little bit of analysis here and there, make sure everybody is tracking. So you can see we're kind of gapping down there on the weekly underneath that 200. So looking a little bit weak, see if really don't have too much down there to keep us alive, except for that pretty strong support down here. You can see the monthly, that's really where we bounced once, we bounced twice, we bounced 3 times. We shot right through that. We were having a little bit of trouble, but we shot through that. So that was a little bit of resistance right there. And now we're down here. So yeah, I'm feeling some bullishness for next week. I'm hoping. That's the monthly chart. We could be on a nice wave, 1, 2 down, and then 3 up on Delta. That would be stupendous. What else? Luis and Sylvan are talking about spreads, Radonsky. That's the awesome thing about our channel here, our team. We talk about all kinds of things, everything from regular swing trades to day trades to spreads, not so much, but real estate. Yeah. All right. So any questions there, let me know. We're looking like a retest like the rest of the world right now. Let's just check into Tesla. Tesla's still kind of deciding what it wants to do when it grows up. And let me go check out. We got to go check out. What was it that we wanted to check out? Was it Marvel? Mr. Chen? Yep. Marvel, MRVL. So Albert was asking about a swing short, taking Marvel short on a swing. So technically you can see, obviously we're under the old 200, which is pretty nasty. We're kind of hanging out on the weekly right now, just at that 50. So could see a bounce. Let's see what we got on this little retracement here. So look at that. Oh my goodness. How is that? That's on the weekly. I just threw that up there. That's a 618 on the weekly. I don't know, buddy. Just my first take of it is I'd have to see if we get some kind of close down there below that 200, because we're just hanging out. We were kind of weak there before we got that the war started, right? Actually, well, that's the day the war did start. So right there, the day, was that Friday? Probably Friday. I don't remember I can't remember what day that was. Was that a Wednesday? So here's Friday, here's Thursday, here's Wednesday. We're right on that 200 hanging out. Volume, so would expect like all these bears to hit this and pile on with a bunch of volume, but didn't really get too much volume. Next day, the war came in. We punched up above, and now we're just kind of hanging out. We'll see. I would wait until, it's just risking an R, but, based on that Fibonacci that I'm doing, you got the 100 coming up here. So might be catching up to that 57 mark, maybe. If I was looking to get into Marvel, what I would do, and I might do this later on when I got more time to do a more lengthy analysis, but I would maybe look to shoot to do a put sale down here, somewhere down here below support, like around 55 or so. But I can see what you're looking at. Right now for a swing, though, you're just risking the fact that, yeah, we could punch down here today and then come back up because it is a retest gap, right? So does that make sense? That's just what my purview is. If it was me, I probably wouldn't quite get into a swing bearish yet. Earnings, pretty good on the earnings. Yeah. You got this little support zone too. So that's about it. Let's keep an eyeball on it next week. That would be interesting from a learning perspective, especially. Hey, thank you, my man. I love looking at stuff with people, especially my A+ team right here. All right. Remind me, let's go look at that again, Albert. We'll check it out next week, but you got to catch me next week. After that, I'm going skiing with Sky. So y'all going to have to live without me for a week or so. All right. Hey, I'm going to say aloha to all our YouTubers out there. Really appreciate y'all coming to visit us. Come check us out. I'm Johnny Guarco. I'm here Monday and Fridays usually right now. One day I might be on here more often, but go to reallifetrading.com. And like I say, you can check out who we are, what we are, how we do it. I think you'll get excited when you get there. Anyway, until we meet again.